Croc hikes. Woo! So I'll get a little intro out of the way. Today is Tuesday the 29th. It rained a lot yesterday afternoon and evening, probably off and on for 8 or 10 hours. So I'm headed to Copperas Creek to explore that whole Copperas Creek area, thanks to some YouTube videos. Shout out to Red River Underground, and some all trails information, a little bit from Hinterlands. I feel somewhat prepared to try to perhaps tackle some of the arches in the area that I've not ever done. In any event, it'll be a good day for water, a good day for waterfalls, probably. Maybe a bad day to climb up the banks towards the arches, but I'm going to try to hit Hopewell first, which is within a half a mile of the trailhead, and that'll let me gauge how successful I'm going to be scrambling up to the other arches. But hopefully I'll get to see Hopewell, Double Deer, Snow, Copperas 1, 2, and 3, Big Trickle Falls, and perhaps Sandy Arch or Sand Arch, whichever one it is. All that before I get to the waterfall. Spend some time hopefully with my good camera at the waterfall, and then just double back and call it a day, unless there's time left to document a few more arches along Highway 715, which are easy to get to. So full day today. Had a partial day yesterday because I knew it was going to rain in the afternoon. So I'm pretty well pumped for a full day activity in the gorge. So there you go. Happy me. It's a bit of a late start by my standards, 5 minutes to 9. But it was a kind of an interesting evening. So letting it kind of dry out just a little bit. Who am I kidding? It's not going to be dry. But anyway, I have the place to myself so far, so that's certainly not the worst situation to be in. Copperas Creek waterfall, perhaps arches. Here we come. You can hear it, but you can't see it. It's kind of rushing underground underneath that rock opening. It sounds like lots of water. So here's the first foray down to the creek, which looks dry enough to cross, and up that trail, up a few hundred feet to the top of that ridge, is Hopewell Arch somewhere. Okay, let's give it a shot. Well, it's a pretty steep climb, but it's certainly not so wet that I can't do it safely. Almost to the top. Lots of boulders in the way. You begin to see the rock cave that probably houses Hopewell Arch up there. And the sun decided to come out right about the time I got to the area where the arch is. One last ledge. And Hopewell Arch. Yeah, baby. Woo! There's Triforce Rock. Pretty awesome. It's at least 12 feet high. It's twice as tall as I am. Outstanding. Well, there's the giant campsite down there. And at the end of the campsite is this obvious open ridge, which fortunately I can pick out a faint trail leading up to the Copperas arches. I think there's 3 of them, and Big Trickle Falls. So that's what I've decided to tackle next. Just a little 200-foot scramble. I mean, not even a scramble, it's just an uphill trail. And there's a huge monolith right here. Squared off, looks like a block. And supposed to follow this around to the Copperas Arches. So I got around the rock and looks like I get to scramble up. Well, the last 75 feet is a pretty good uphill tester. Should be fun sliding down. Not dangerous. No cliffs to speak of. And you come to this pretty good size rock outcropping. And I think those are the arches down yonder way, as they say. It does get to a little bit of a drop off around here, so just a little bit of care has to be taken. Wow, look at that down there. That's Big Trickle Falls, ladies and gentlemen. You can barely see that it's an arch because it's open in the back to the other side. So you see the light coming through. So you come around from the second arch, there's another cave opening, and the third Copperas arch, or maybe this is 2 and 3 and the other one just counts as 1, but you can see that's a double arch. How cool. Well, I'm gonna call this the gateway to the falls. I'm probably 4/10 of a mile away, and this looks like a pretty obvious place where the rocks are saying, walk between us and you'll get to the falls. But I'm sure not without more creek crossings, which we've been doing a lot today. No really 100% defined trail. It's just make sure you're following the creek from whence the falls originates. Yeah, I'm sure I knew what I was talking about. I have no doubt about it. Yeah, let's go this way. Getting very close. Lots of downfall on the way. Not a clean trail. It's certainly navigable, but yeah. All right. Not a clean trail. Certainly navigable, but yeah. All right. Woo! Check out this theater.